Hi, this is Tony again. I got 2 more cents for you tonight. I was sitting back thinking, I said, well, what's a good idea that I could try to put out there on everybody's mind about might be the first plays that really hit it big for Louisville come Sunday. And I thought and I came up with one, and I got a diagram for you. It's kind of like an outside trap, but it really works really big if everybody pulls off their play, does their job. So I'm going to show you this diagram just a minute, all right? Hello, this is Tony. This is a bit difficult for me, but I'm going to try to pull it off anyway. I promise what I'll do is I'll diagram what I think is going to be one of the first plays that Louisville's going to run against Kentucky. And it's going to be pertinent that it works, because if it does, it's going to work all day, and it's going to be big yards for our runners. Now, what I have drawn up here, I kind of cheated to save a little time. I just went and drew the basic offensive set that I think they're going to run from. I know it's run from. It's a basic pass offense, because when you usually get the trips on one side, it's trips when you have the 3 receivers to the right. Notice you have 1 on the line and 2 off the line on this side. On the opposite side, you have the 1 that's on the line. Now, in this particular situation, I see Bridgewater on the center. I see one of our deep backs. I'm always going to bring up Seniorice Perry, because I think he's the fastest of the 3. But whichever one gets the call, it's going to come the same direction, same pattern. It is always pertinent that a running game is able to take the corner of the defense. That's just that's a cliche, I know, but it really means a lot when you're playing offense, and it really means a lot when you're playing defense, because if an offense can take the corner on a defense, big gains will keep happening, because they're not containing one side of the field when they say this. So what I think Louisville's going to try to do at one point in the early parts of the game is they're going to come out in this pass set with Bridgewater on the center, and what they're going to do is on the snap of the ball, this receiver is going to run his man deep, get in a block. There's going to be an outside defender on the outside receiver, so he does the same thing, gets his block in. This guy is normally going to be covered by a linebacker on the inside in here. So he's just going to basically drift in and come in and get his block in. This guy gets a seal block. This guy pounds his guy back. Teddy steps out, gives a handoff in here, and they drive right within the hash marks. If the ball is set on the lines like this, it'll be in there and the numbers. So when you see that, that's where it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. They're going to run these receivers, deep block, comes in, takes the linebacker. He cuts the lineman off. He comes through to catch whoever is trailing. Play comes right there within 5 yards of the snap of the ball. Well, there I stuck my neck out. You got the idea. You see what I think they're going to do. When you see that play, you're going to say, man, Tony told me about that one. And that's going to be the thing that happens. It's going to look like a pass setup. It's going to turn into be a run. Guy's going to run right behind the tackle. Big yardage. I called it. See what happens.